that's why I stopped around here, just in case. I've got this closet completely done. I haven't removed the framing yet, of course. And in here, that box in the closet is holding this, but it seems like there's at least there's like 4 inches of gap here. And I'm assuming, I don't know anything about this, but I'm assuming that there needs to be a little bit of space around it on all sides, and there is like a 1/2 inch over here. I'm guessing at least 1 inch or 2 on both of these sides. But yeah, this is like 4 inches or whatever. So we could reduce the size of that bump out so that I could, in the middle of my closet here, I was thinking I could just have like a shoe shelf or something like that. Because yeah, I should grab a tape measure. Because if I can push this in by at least a few inches, then that's a nice, I mean, it's still a shallow shelf, but it's probably way better. But yeah, so I'm hoping to get rid of all of this. And then the vent, as I said, we'll pull it forward a little bit and put it in the floor. There will not be an outlet there anymore. I know that saw thing was a little bit risky when the power is on, but I was fully confident in how the lines ran up because of how they are. And I mean, of course, this one runs sideways, but because of the location of this one and how everything else was working, I was pretty sure that it was going up. But that, as I said, I stopped around there with the saw just for 100% to make sure. But that really made it a lot faster to be able to do that. So in this next room, my mom was removing wallpaper. Of course, we don't need to worry about the exterior wall because we're definitely removing that. But she got all the wallpaper removed here. And of course, she said that spot, they must have patched it or something because that just would not come off. But she'll put some more elbow grease in later. Somebody online, because I was really debating if we wanted to just gut this drywall or remove the wallpaper. Everything, like this perfect line you see, everything below it removed peeled off completely super easy. I did that like the first day. But yeah, everything else above it. My mom was just using vinegar with water and soaking that for a while, and then it came off really easily. Somebody online was saying that, and I kept this as kind of an example, I guess. Somebody online was saying if they put the wallpaper directly to the drywall, then you're not going to get it off. And I'm pretty sure that's what they did here. At least it's really hard to, I can't tell if there was any paint in between the wallpaper and the drywall, because I'm guessing this is just mud that was on the top of the drywall. And it was just a border on the top of the wall. But yeah, it's like, good thing we were planning in there anyways to remove the drywall because of the shape of it. But in here, we just have to make sure to clean this really well, I'm guessing, because to get the rest of the residue off. And then my drywallers shouldn't have a problem texturing it, because that's what they did here. This was old wall that it was my drywaller who said, well, why even bother removing the wall? You know, we definitely have to do that, the exterior wall, so that we can do not just electrical, but insulation. And this wall, there was so much more electrical in. But the drywall around the stairway, I don't want to touch, and probably this closet too. I don't want to have to mess with that. But the rest of the drywall in the kitchen we can remove. We'll just have to be a little bit careful when we do that drywall so that I can keep the pocket door. But we were even saying, like, just not having drywall there, period, looks so much better than it did before because of the condition that the drywall was in, you know, drawn all over the place, holes everywhere. It just looked horrible. But of course we're going to put new drywall up. So, and yeah, and I can't remember if I had said or not, this outlet was broken. So I did tape it off with some electrical tape. I turned off the breaker first, and I taped it over with electrical tape, and I just left the breaker off anyways. The only thing, I didn't really need that breaker on. That breaker also has the outlet and the lights for this room, which my mom did not need today, and actually having the outlets off because the vinegar was dripping down so much. So having that breaker off was probably better for that too. But I'll see how much I'm able to get done after supper today, because I mean, it's just after 3 o'clock right now. So, and my parents eat early. So I'm just going to clean a lot, and then go to supper, and then I don't know, maybe I'll start chipping away at some of the drywall in the kitchen, because yeah, we don't want to do I think I already said that we don't want to do the outside walls yet because there's still the potential for winter. And of course, then last night it started snowing again, and it's already melted again. But oh, I forgot, yeah, I'll remove this drywall and the other little tiny bit at the other end. That's what I'll do tonight, so that this wall will be completely done. So, see ya.